Today I'm going to try to do some Easter cards. I've already went through and I cut up a bunch of, cut out a whole bunch of stuff. And I didn't have any eggs, so what I did is I had a balloon that looked like eggs, and all I had to do was cut off this little piece here and it looked like eggs, so I cut out a whole bunch of those to use. I also needed something to look like small eggs, and I had this, it's from Sizzix, and it's the letter Q, and then it has the small q, and in the middle of that Q looked like a little egg, and I needed a bunch, so I used that, and I cut out a whole bunch of them just to get the middle part of those eggs. See how I cut these out and made little eggs out of them? Because I needed the bunny, and I cut a couple of, taking the Q and clipping it off at the bottom. What I wanted to do was take the bottom of that piece and make it into like a little, my hands are so dry, and turn it into a little basket to set inside of that, you know, so it would look like, so I'd have something to put a few eggs in. And see, that is going to kind of represent the basket. I don't know how well it'll work, but, you know. Alright, let's get the... Alright. See, cute little wabbit riding the... I was going to put a background. I have a die that cuts them out like this. And all I did was just took the outer ring away. Alright, so now we've got to go through and put some little eggs in his basket. Alright, see, he's carrying a basket of eggs. Alright. Make sure I get it on there right and in the right place before I stick it down. Now this is just scrap pieces that I've had laying around here, and I just went through and picked out a bunch of dies that I could put together to make them look good. You know, and they're not going to be perfect. Now I want to put this one right down the middle, like that. And the reason I do that is because it's got to go in between the grass leaves. And that way it kind of looks like there's eggs in the grass as he's going along. I printed out some Happy Easters yesterday and then brought them in and die cut them out. Alright, so I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just trying to do some very quick Easter cards because I've got a lot to get put out and I wanted to see what you guys thought. Alright, let's see how this is going to look, see if I got it on there right. I wasn't even paying attention. That'll work. Like I said, I'm just kind of doing this very quickly because with everything I've got to do, I have just run out of time for everything. That's why if you notice that I've been putting out a lot of shorts to help me fill in some of the space. I got a lot to do today because I'm going to be gone for a couple of days from home when I do my radio interview, and then I got to go down and do that TV thing for PBS. So I'm trying to get as much stuff as I can done in the next few days, which means this is what I'm doing now, and then when it warms up outside just a little bit, I got to go out and clean out flower beds and get them tilled and ready. See the, I don't know if you can see the two little rabbits down here or not. Alright, and then we're going to put, I'm trying to get it to where it's not ruining everything else. The rabbits are down here on the end, so I wanted to put a few little eggs down there with them. You know, hint of Easter. Sorry guys, I'm trying to stay in the camera. But if you're like me, I'm one of those that I pull everything really close to me to work on it. Alright, then I can just write what I want in there. What do you guys think of that one? Alright guys, so there's the first two, and then as I go along and make them, sorry about that guys, I had to change the battery. The battery died on me. I guess I didn't realize it was that close to dead. Anyway, here's the couple that I got done, and later on I will show some more as I get them made. And I got this rabbit also, but after I had cut him out, I didn't really like it because it's kind of a Alice in Wonderland rabbit, and see he's holding his watch, and I thought maybe I could trim the watch off and put an Easter egg in his hand, but we'll see with that later. Last night just cut out a bunch of stuff so I wouldn't have to sit here and cut them out in front of you. Look how messy I am. Cut them out in front of you guys and just take that much more time. But you know, I got a bunch more cards to do, but I made little fencing to go along the bottom of the cards, like he's riding by a fence. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Another piece of fencing. And when I cut out my circles, those middle circles are really good to use for other things. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you like my cards, because you actually could be one of them that gets one of them. So We'll see you later, guys.